we've evolved in circles around fires, and that's no longer a part of modern culture. But I think that for the evolution of humanity returning back to that ancient way and those ancient traditions of fire worship is essential. Welcome back. I'm going to talk about the summer solstice today and the significance of the sun. And I just finished writing a post on Substack about the history of the sun and the centrality of solar worship, basically, and the process of evolution that humans have been going through for, some archaeological evidence suggests 760,000 years. Fire and humans have been connected. And the thing that fascinates me the most about the sun and fire is seeing the link, the connection between the two, and how the sun is, or how sunlight is trapped inside of plants. And then, the process of photosynthesis is the process a plant goes through to convert light energy into chemical energy. And then that chemical energy can then be stored. Heat, which is released through fire, is the result of that light energy that is being, due to a combustion reaction, that light energy and the heat is released. And we experience that through the light of the flames, and we experience that through the warmth that the flames provide. But that light energy is originally sunlight. It's the sun that then is put inside the plants. So I think that's just a really amazing piece of information that allows us to look at the connection between the fire and the sun and its significance when we understand historically, our ancient ancestors have relied upon the sun. I mean, we all rely on the sun. Everything that exists on Earth is dependent on the sun for its life, for the light energy that it provides. And because of that and the purpose of fire, like modern civilization, we no longer have the same connection to fire that we used to have, Although there are tribal people in the world today that still rely on open fire to cook all of their food. We no longer have that necessity. And I just think that it's really fascinating to look at, one, just what is the reality of the importance of fire in our lives. And when I'm talking about fire, I'm talking about fire in its essence, and the connection between the fire and the sun. And the sun is essential. And so, although we no longer rely on the congregation around fire pits, the fire pit in the Tantrik and Yogic traditions is known as the Dhuni. It's the central place of worship. And just like the earth revolves around the sun, and the entire solar system revolves around the sun, so too does human consciousness revolve around the centrality of the fire pit itself. And so we've evolved in circles around fires, and that's no longer a part of modern culture. But I think that for the evolution of humanity returning back to that ancient way and those ancient traditions of fire worship is essential. That's of course just my opinion, but if I look at the evidence, then it points to that. So that's all I wanted to share, just a little bit about fire, and maybe in the future I can talk more about the connection of prana and fire worship and these things, but the fire element, super key to our development. So with that, I bid thee farewell and keep practicing.